tour has been great.
Do you have a favorite city so far?
Madison Theater at Malloy College was crazy because I was not expecting there to be as many people as there was, which is always a pleasant surprise. And it was just a really nice theater too, so it was, kind of felt like a totally different vibe for the type of music it was. I think they were expecting an acoustic show. It just was like a school auditorium that they would have that they would have like a symphony playing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was like, you know, all sound baffled, and it was beautiful, and well, you know, seats and everything. And I feel like this band is more of like a kind of a GA, like, you know, all up front.
Yeah, the crazy stuff.
To the, you know, right up at the stage, yeah.
Yeah. So we were wondering, how did you come up with the name Heffron Drive?
I actually didn't come up with the name. It was, well, I mean, I guess I took it. It was the street that I grew up on. So what happened was, Dustin and I started making music a while back, and when a song actually like happened, it was like, this actually sounds like a song. We should probably name a project something. And we both lived on the street, so it just seemed to make sense to make Heffron Drive. So.
And you had this before Big Time Rush?
Yeah, this was like a year, just about a year before I did.
So were you like acting for your part? Like
for BTR?
Yeah, like the whole process?
Yeah, I mean, even the whole time I was auditioning for other stuff too. Right before Big Time Rush, I had booked Without a Trace. I did the second to last episode of that. I did Ghost Whisperer. Somebody mentioned that the other day.
I love that
This
show.
girl mentioned it the other day. She goes, I remember. She goes, you're the guy from, and I was like, you know, be like, yeah, Big Time Rush. And she was like, Ghost Whisperer. And I was like, oh my god, how'd you know that? I actually just, all I did in that episode was like grab a girl's butt and just be an ass.
She was acting something you want to do again?
Yeah, I'd love to. I mean, I'm only 23. I feel like there's plenty of time to do stuff. I just, all I could think about was getting a record out and some presence in music. Because what I've realized is, like, sure, there's fans of Heffron Drive, but, you know, it's hard to make new fans when you don't have any new music, like, at all.
Yeah.
And if someone's like, yo, check out my favorite band, and you play them songs from 2008, people are going to be like...
That's what I do. Guilty.
Yeah. People are going to be like, well, I don't care. This sounds like 2008.
Yeah.
So I wanted it to be new stuff, and I feel like now is a really exciting time, because at least there's, you know...
It's like out the old and
now people can... Yo, I like this band, check them out, and they can listen to a whole CD, and if they don't like the first one, they might like the second. If they don't like the second, they might like
That's happened before.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah. So has being in BTR helped your band at all?
Immensely. I mean, I wouldn't have the funds available to afford to pay for this stuff. I mean, like, I'm funding the entire project myself, and it's all being released through my own record label and everything, so I wouldn't even know how to do that. I wouldn't have any money to be able to pay for the band. I don't think I mean, who knows? Maybe Heffron Drive would have taken off on its own if Big Time Rush never happened.
You just never know.
But you can't speculate on that now because it just isn't. It just isn't what happened. What happened is what happened, and so you basically have to deal with the situation you've been given. So it was incredible. I mean, I got, if anything, the experience of being on stage.
Yeah.
And now, you know, I feel better being in front of a couple hundred people because I've been in front of thousands.
Yeah.
You know? Which, ironically enough, a couple hundred is almost scarier.
I can see that.
Yeah, there's a lot of people. You're like, whoa, you know, taking it all in. But
can't say it.
you can see everybody and you can hear what they're saying.
Yeah.
And especially if one of them makes a joke or something, and it might throw you off, or you know, it's just
you can't say anything.
The variables are immense.
Yeah.
That, and you know, I gained great friends through it. So I mean, I'm happy. Big Time Rush, and it still is. We're still a band. We could tour. It just has to come down to schedule.
So you still talk to them?
Oh, of course. Yeah.
So were you at the wedding?
Yeah, I was at the wedding. I was at Carlos's wedding. I went to Caitlin's wedding. Everyone's getting married.
It's okay, you got time.
I know. Don't worry, I'm taking my time. But yeah, of course we still talk to each other. We're like best friends. And I actually sent them the link to the album on Pandora, because I was like, if you guys want to hear it earlier than when it comes out, you can listen on Pandora. Carlos sent me a screenshot saying listening now or whatever. And we also we always told each other that, like, after we had Nick and Sony stop pushing us, that all we would have left to like support each other is ourselves. So we made that agreement a long time ago. So it just is kind of always stuck.
Yeah. So where do you find your inspiration for writing your songs?
Life. Idealisms, thinking about what would be cool, you know. I would like to think, I've been told a couple times before that I have a lot of high expectations and I'm an idealistic person. And I guess it makes sense, like, I do have a lot of expectations, I guess, in my mind of how a situation should go. And I also have a lot of ideals, and I guess maybe I think about things idealistically, even though life isn't idealistic, right? It's always a curveball.
Spontaneous, yeah.
Spontaneous, it's a curveball, there's always something happening that you can't prepare for, so, like, I don't know, I guess I write about, if it was a perfect world, this is what I would, you know.
Is there anybody you go by?
Oh, yeah, of course. I mean, like, my favorite singer is Brandon Boyd from Incubus, and I love Taking Back Sunday, and I love all music. I'm always trying to get new stuff. I usually am way behind on trends, though.
Yeah.
Like, I haven't bought Anaconda. I probably won't. Just because I've heard it. I don't need to hear it because it plays already. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I tend to buy the things that I can't hear, because how else am I going to hear them, right? I'm not sure I would buy, like, I mean, I'm going to hear Shake It Off, no matter what.
Yeah.
Everywhere.
Can't
so, yeah, so, like, I'm just going to,
So we're just going to do, like, rapid fire questions?
Fan.
Okay. Coke or Pepsi?
So sad.
It's hard to
It's
answer.
the hardest question.
That's a difficult one to answer. LaCroix.
Okay. I'll take it. If there was a movie about your life, who would you want to play you?
I would imagine it would be, I don't know, that's a really hard question, too. I don't know. Haley Joel Osment.
Okay. Straight or desert island, 3 things would you bring?
A cooking pot, matches, and a knife.
Favorite sport?
Sorry, that's a really realistic answer.
Yeah. You'll survive.
Favorite sport? I love football. I used to love playing paintball back in the day.
Who's the celebrity crush?
Hillary Duff.
Old school. Favorite song at the moment?
Favorite song at the moment is Am I Wrong?
Starbucks or Dunkin' Donuts?
Dunkin'.
Cats or dogs?
Dogs for sure. I love cats too, but yeah.
And will you follow us on Twitter?
Yes.
Okay.
That's a
Bam.
So we hope you have a good show. We're excited.
Yeah, you guys gonna watch it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we have free passes.
Hell yeah.
Come on.
After this, I have one more, and then after that, I'm just gonna warm up.